Emma. I'm a physical therapist at Solstice Physical Therapy in New York City, and today we're going to talk about how to use a dilator vaginally. As you can see, these are a few sample size dilators, and there's many different sizes. Some are as small as about a pinky, and then others are much larger. And picking the correct dilator size will be in a separate video, so you can look to that to learn more about picking the right dilator size. But before you start dilators, I would definitely recommend seeing a pelvic floor physical therapist in order to have them help you pick the right size for you and learn how to do it with them. It'll just give you much more personalized care, and this video will just be a very general overview about how to use a vaginal dilator. So I'm just going to start off using this size for purposes of this demonstration. And first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put water-based lubricant along the whole length of the dilator. You really can't use too much. You definitely want to make sure that it's well lubricated. And then for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to use my fingers to simulate a vaginal opening. And one way you can look at this is if you look at the vaginal opening as a clock. So this would be 12 o'clock, this will be 6 o'clock, and this would be 3 o'clock, and this would be 9 o'clock. 3 and 9 may change depending on, which direction you're looking at it from, but that, just for our purposes, that's what we'll say. And so what you want to do is you want to take your lubricated dilator and slowly insert it into your vagina with gentle pressure downward towards 6 o'clock, and then slowly apply pressure. And the dilator, if it's the right size, should slide right in. You may feel some tension, some mild discomfort, but we really don't want you working through pain through this. That would be counterproductive, right? Because we're looking to help desensitize and improve pain. So if you're immediately feeling like it's too much pain, definitely size down a dilator, okay? It's not a no pain, no gain type thing. Once the dilator is fully inserted, you'll want to do a little bit of stretching, and this is where the clock comes back in to play. So you can press the whole dilator down towards 6 o'clock. You can see, gently, and hold. I recommend people hold each stretch for about 10 seconds with some deep breathing. Then you can press it to one direction, so this would be 9 o'clock with breathing, and then to 3 o'clock with breathing. You do not want to press up because that's your urethra, and it's okay if the dilator kind of grazes the urethra, but we definitely don't want to be irritating your urethra by jamming it up there. And then after you're done, you're going to slowly take the dilator out, and then that'll be it. And then if you talk to your physical therapist or that felt super easy, that's when you could even size up to the next size. In some cases with a patient, we're working with one dilator for the depth and then one dilator for width. So one dilator you might not insert all the way, but you might just be using to stretch your vaginal opening with that one. So I hope this has been helpful, but of course, for any other further questions, you should definitely get evaluated by a pelvic floor physical therapist in order to get specific recommendations of your plan. And we recommend very generally that you do the dilators about 3 times a week. That's usually enough, but again, everyone's plan might be a little bit different.